Hello. Thanks for once again allowing Lily Bear to take you beneath the crust, where I talk about what you're afraid to think about. I'm so glad you're back. This is an excerpt from the book, The Free-Falling Black Boy. The Free-Falling Black Boy Summary. This is a summary from the book, The Free-Falling Black Boy. You will find a link in the description to The Free-Falling Black Boy. Is the free-falling black boy really falling? Or is this just more of the media's attempt to show the black boy in a negative light? If he is falling, why? What role, if any, did the civil rights movement have in the fall of the free-falling black boy? What about welfare? Did the Emancipation Proclamation free the black boy? What was Lincoln's real views on slaves? If the black boy is falling, is there anything that can be done to stop the free-falling black boy fall? If the fall can't be stopped, if you can't stop the free-falling black boy's fall, can the free-falling black boy's fall be cushioned? This book, The Free-Falling Black Boy, is written to generate conversation about the condition of the black male in America and to help stop the black boy from falling. An analysis of the situation with our youth revealed that it isn't the black youth who's calling the black youth to fall. It's the black adults. Could many of our black youth problems be solved with the elimination of many black adults? Fall means to leave an erect position suddenly and involuntarily, to drop down dead. Fall also means to become lower or to be reduced in amount, value, or quality. Each of these definitions can apply to the free-falling black boy. When you start to leave an erect position suddenly, you grab onto what or who's available. If you're standing beside a person, it doesn't matter if you and the person have just had a vicious argument, or you may hate the person you're standing beside. When you suddenly start to fall, you automatically reach out to stable yourself. That's an automatic response. Grabbing a hated person may result in broken bones, gouged out eyes, knocked out teeth, broken ribs, or even death. If there's a jagged stick, fiery pole, or even a rattlesnake within reach, self-preservation says you will grab it. There are different reasons a person may fall. Some of them are shaky or no foundation, or sudden impact from an outside force. The sudden impact could either be physical, emotional, or mental. The free-falling black boy is falling because he feels he has no foundation, or that his foundation is shaken at best. This is the mental and emotional impact. Many black adults seem to be hell-bent on destroying the foundation of the black child. I'm going to give you an example of this now. There's much more evidence of this later in the book, The Free-Falling Black Boy. Look for the link. I worked as a student service coordinator at a private school. Some of the students were sitting out in the student lounge while I was doing some work in my office. These were young people, probably maybe 18 to 25 maybe. It was your so-called Black History Month. A young black male said, and I quote, "I don't want to hear nothing about no Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks ain't got nothing to do with me." I listened to more of what was being said for a few minutes. Then I went out among the students. I didn't mention what I'd heard them talking about. I started talking about history in general, and I asked if any of them knew about Abraham Lincoln. They started talking together about how Lincoln freed the slaves because he didn't like the fact that black people were enslaved, and about how Lincoln was a good man, and on and on. Abraham Lincoln never cared about blacks being enslaved. In fact, Lincoln owned slaves. Lincoln said that blacks and whites could never be equal. Therefore, whites should be over blacks. In the collected works of Abraham Lincoln, Roy Basler quotes Lincoln as saying, "Send them to Liberia, to their own native land, but free them and make them politically and socially our equals. My own feelings will not allow this." In Lincoln's debate with Douglas, Lincoln is quoted as saying, "I will say then that I am not nor ever have been in favor of bringing about in any way the social and political equality of whites and black races. I am not nor ever have been You hear that? I'm not, nor ever have been, in favor of making voters or jurors of Negroes, nor of qualifying them to hold office, nor to intermarry with white people. This is just a small portion of what Lincoln said on his views about blacks being inferior. Yet these young black children see Lincoln as a hero, and they don't see Rosa Parks as worthy of being mentioned. And see, and that's because Abraham Lincoln has been taught to them by blacks and whites. Rosa Parks hasn't, by blacks nor whites. The free-falling black boy has been made to feel as if he's nothing and that he comes from nothing. I like to say to you, free-falling black boy, the cushion is here. Keep on churning till the butter come. Albert C. Richardson, a black man, patent the butter churn, U.S. patent number 446470, February 17th, 1891. I'm Louis Bell. I'm just trying to create a dialogue. I'll leave you with this. If they close my book, you remember my story. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and oh yeah, stay tuned. A Nat Turner Runner production. Lock and load. Lily Bell. Be encouraged.